beautiful Cancerians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for October 2021. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I do not take money, e-gifts or donations. So if anyone claiming to be me asks you for any of those things, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly so that we sync energies. Please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds, and let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, so Libra season is upon us. That's a time of balance, harmony, justice, and good karma. Jupiter is also making waves during this time, so it is the planet of plenty and good luck opportunities. This time is about flushing out opportunities to close out the year, so expect a little helping of some good karma there. Now, this is also about doing internal work, self-reflection, but 3 planets are in retrograde during this time. Mercury, of course, in retrograde, which teaches us about patience. So something that you've been patiently waiting for, maybe still a little bit in delay with Mercury there. Also expect communication to go a little bit astray or people to misconstrue what you say. Communication gets a little bit scuppered during this time. Also expect returns, okay? Mercury in retrograde, people from your past tend to reach out. They're thinking about you. So whether it's an ex or whether it is a friend that you've lost touch with or people you haven't heard from in a while, whether it's even family members that you haven't heard from in a while, expect them to reach out during this period. It's just a natural sort of cycle. Now, your protagonist energy is the Lover's card. We've got the Sun card as well. Now, also, we have Uranus in retrograde right until January 2022. That's actually a positive thing because it brings out the best in you. It also makes you more confident, boosts that confidence there. Also makes you more socially conscious about how to make the world a better place. So you may feel inclined to help out in some way. They want me to go one more, so there I am going one more. This is the Empress card. Beautiful. Energy there for you. Very positive. Interesting that you got the Lover's card there and the Empress, because your 4th house of home life is activated during this time. Time for DIY, wondering where you fit in, making some choices to stay, of course, where you are appreciated, and making peace or amends with anyone that you may have fallen out with, or if you think the relationship with that person is too toxic, it's about setting high standards for yourself and releasing anything that is negative in your world, whether that's a person or a situation. Okay, so that 4th house of home life, you may feel all of a sudden you want to do some spring cleaning in the fall. That sort of energy. You're like, oh, okay, you're up and doing, whether you're painting a room to give it a fresh lick of paint, or whether you are rearranging things, you may get that little spurt of energy. Now, also your 10th house of career and ambition is activated right at the end of the month. So if you've been hiding yourself away, Cancer, or you feel like you've been unappreciated or not recognized for a job well done, expect to be in the spotlight. Now, Cancerians, they often find it very uncomfortable to be in the spotlight. You're someone who, you let your work speak for itself, or, you don't shout about what it is that you're doing. You hope that people notice, okay? But I feel like the spotlight really will be on you. So expect to feel a little bit more ambitious at the end of the month. Also, making your mark on the world, okay? But if you're someone who's retired, for example, you may be making your mark in the home space or in the community, or being more socially active, okay? Now, also, Saturn is in retrograde until the 10th of October. That's about the inner work. It sets you up for success, okay? It squares Uranus Uranus, which is the planet of expansion, good luck, good fortune. So let's see what's coming your way. I mean, it looks really positive so far. Your overall energy, your protagonist energy is the Lover's card. So typically it used to be called a choice. So you may have some choices here to sort of move through the month. You may be weighing up options, but you're leading with your heart, okay? This is about balance. It's about harmony. Now, this is Gemini energy, of course. So if you've been feeling really unmotivated recently, or you felt really disconnected from your center, or even if you've been feeling a little bit numb, because you're giving me the word numb, Cancer, and that's not a state that you tend to be in. You're very emotionally active and reactive. You know, you absorb a lot of people's energy, and also you emote as well, but you may have been feeling like, I don't know, in a protective, you know, when you get in that protective space where all of a sudden you just don't feel anything, things don't affect you as much as they do usually. I feel like it's a protective measure. It may be because of what's going on around the world at the moment, you know, with a big old pandemic, that you're in sort of that fight or flight mode and being very protective of your emotions, and you're like, I can't go there, because if I go there and have those thoughts, or even engage in things that have the power to emotionally disrupt my equilibrium, I feel like you've built a bit of a barrier. I mean, that's a natural state to be in, of course, Cancer, but I'm just picking up on that energy, and they gave me the word numb. So I feel like you're starting to open your heart again, or open your emotions again. The Lover's card talks about partnerships. So you may be trying to heal a rift with someone, for example, or someone from your past comes in to heal a rift with you. You may have choices. If you're looking for love, you may be opening yourself up to look for a soulmate if you're single, or you're deepening your connection with someone should you be with someone already. But what is really wonderful is you got the Empress card here, and you got the World. So there's a new cycle here for you, which means you're putting your own needs first. Now, Cancer, you don't tend to do that. You tend to always be someone who's nurturing, caring, putting other people's needs, especially the ones that are in your inner circle, and not everyone gets into your inner circle. You don't trust everybody to let them in to that emotional space. But you may have felt, you're always doing for other people, and you may feel in October, hang on a minute, what about me? Where do I fit in? That's your fourth house kicking in, of asking you, where do you belong, and are you appreciated where you are? So that, I mean, I know it's about home life, but it can be about your workspace. You know, you're like, I've got a lot, I bring a lot to the table. Am I appreciated in this situation? If I'm not, I'm closing down that cycle and I'm moving on. But you're definitely following your heart. So this is about unification, and especially since we've got, it's Libra season, which is about balance and harmony. I feel like that's a really good space to be in. You're really connecting to your heart space and to your throat chakra, speaking your needs, but you're seeking love, harmony, balance, and care in your world. An absolute perfect space to be in, of course. Now we do have the Sun card. It's in the resistance position, so this is your challenge in the month. Okay, something you've been waiting on, or something you feel has been delayed, or there's been temporary gratification, or if you've just been feeling like you've lost your sparkle, your shine for the last couple of months, or maybe even the last year. I feel like you're finding that little spark within you. You're recognizing that, of course, happiness lies and comes from within. We have the power to make our own selves happy, despite external circumstances. Of course, there's external circumstances which can come in and, dent our confidence, or make us feel like we're not enough, or make us question things. But as long as we've got a very strong center, we can choose how we feel about it. Okay, and of course, if something makes us sad, emote, let that out, because if you hold it in, it will make things worse. It'll be like a big old dam for you, Cancer. All those emotions will build up, and then all of a sudden that dam breaks, and it's like, whoa, all hell breaks loose. I'm a Scorpio, so I understand that level of depth of emotion that can build up, especially when you're trying to be strong on something. And Cancer, because if you think about a Cancerian, it's always represented by the crab. That crab, if you turn it over, it's got a very soft center, okay? Very, very soft, beautiful center there, but it's got that like armor on its back, that big old shell with those pincers. It's like, I'm really soft and lovely underneath here, but I will kill you if you hurt me, because I will just nip the hell out of you. Or, I just feel like you're designed sometimes to be very protective of yourself. And whatever it is you've been waiting for, I feel like is going to sort of show up in your world in October, and you've got some choices to make. Now, this is going to be making you very, very happy. The Sun card says success. It says positivity. It says once you get over the challenges or the frustration of a delay, something you've been confused on for a while, you see the light, okay? And I feel like you're getting the best deal out of sort of October with that Sun card. I do feel like there's been some unhappiness here. They're showing me tears, so I will pull a card on it, but they're showing me there's been a sadness that has made you quite protective. I mean, it could be world circumstances, but I mean, it could be a more personal sort of sadness that you're dealing with here. So let me just clarify. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please clarify that sadness for me? The Empress card and the Hermit in the upright. Well, the Hermit, the Empress card is in the reverse, which is interesting because the Empress card is in the upright here. So you may have felt a lack of confidence in a certain area, or you may have felt like you're not yourself. You may have felt like you neglected yourself out of sadness, or you just feel really disconnected with the world around you, or with your surroundings, or people around you. Some people that you really trusted and loved for years, you may be like, I don't understand you anymore, or I don't understand what's going on. So I just feel with this Empress card that there is an indecisiveness as well. You know, there was a resistance to something. I mean, you may have been dealing with either a Libran or a Taurus or a Virgo there's been some sort of sadness, or you know, there's been some sort of need to really reflect and enlighten yourself and find out the truth of something, and you know, it's made you feel a lack of confidence, or it made you feel like maybe your boundaries should be higher and that you should you know, protect yourself against this energy, because I just feel that there was sadness there. But more than anything, I mean, some of you could have found that you can't have children, for example, or that there is some sort of issue in the area of the reproductive organs, and you've had to really you know, sort of really go through this in a very insular way. You've been really trying to work out how do I deal with this. You may have felt like, because the world is in a bit of chaos, I mean, it's always been in chaos, but now there's like a new level, right? So it's you may have felt very disconnected and isolated during this time, but it has given you an opportunity to really think things through about what really matters to you, where you're happy, who you're happy with, and who gets to be in your world, who deserves to be there. Because Cancer, you have a lot that you bring to the table. You've got so much love, so much emotion, you have so much care, and let's face it, the one thing that is the most important in this lifetime, in any lifetime, is love. That is the one thing that connects us all. We are all one, and we should all recognize that we are all love. We all have the capacity to love. When you are born, every person, I don't know why they're given to me like this, but they are, so I'm going to give you what they're giving me. When we're born, we are born without hatred. We are born without malice. We are wonderful, sort of unique, sort of naive creatures who are absorbing the world around us. So, you know, unfortunately, people teach, well, adults tend to teach children how to hate, how to, you know, be really, in some ways, disgusting, but other ways they teach them to be wonderful and, you know, inspire them. So it depends on the journey that you've had so far. But I feel like there's been a real isolated kind of like introspective moment, and there's been a sadness. Maybe even, Cancer, that, you know, that wonderful sort of naive kind of energy that sometimes very emotional people can have, you know. No, not thank you so much, I'm truly grateful. They said naive is not the word they want to give, and I agree. They want to give idealistic. Okay, thank you so much, I'm truly grateful. So, you know, sometimes, especially very emotional, sensitive people who want the world to be brimming with love and potential, they see things in a very idealistic way, and perhaps an illusion was shattered with you know, in some way, and it's made you very reflective. But I feel like you're coming back to your center, okay? So if you've been feeling numb or disconnected, or you've been neglecting your own needs in some way, I feel like you're ending that cycle. The World card says it's been a very heavy load that has been on your shoulders, but you're moving into a new cycle. This is moving towards success. The World card is a completion. It is, you know, it is joy, it is things coming full circle, it is attainment, whatever it is that you've been waiting for, okay? So I feel like you're being inspired to release any baggage, but also the world says, you know, you can be satisfied that you're going to be fulfilled. And very interestingly, you're fulfilling your own needs. You're realizing that you are beautiful both inside and out, that you have so much potential, whether you're looking for a new job or whether you are looking for love. You are, a beacon of beauty and, attractiveness when it comes to being chosen by something. Or I feel like you're choosing yourself, and therefore many more people are gravitating towards you to choose you also, Cancer. So again, male or female, not a gender specific reading. I mean, handsome, beautiful, whatever. You've got the attractive qualities that people want to gravitate towards, whether it is business or whether it is love. And I feel like you are sort of coming back to your center and being more creative, perhaps in October. Or if you've had news that you could not, there was issues in the reproductive organ area. I'm not medically trained to talk about this, but they're bringing it up, so I have to discuss it. Otherwise, it will just stay there and I won't get anything else. Oh, they give me a song as well. I'll just pop that song there. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. You may find that there is a potential for you to overcome any issues in the reproductive organs area. Perhaps you may have to, seek, further guidance on that, and that, then you're brimming with potential to be able to have a family if that's what you're wanting, or find a way of maybe adopting if you want a family. They're just showing it to me because they're really highlighting the child there in that heart. So they really want to talk about fertility. So very fertile month for you in terms of having children if you want to, but also in terms of creativity. I feel like you're really ripe with that potential to have people, the spotlight is on you. The sun card is right in the center. Anything that you've been waiting for, recognition for a job well done, the spotlight will be on you for success. And you are the most attractive prospect when it comes to ambition or things like that. Now, I'm going to do a Celtic Cross to get a little bit more detail of what's coming on in. This is just the overall faded energy that I'm using with the White Witch Tarot by Maya de Aust. Now I'm using the Tarot of the Mystical Moments by CATRIN WELZ STEIN. Now the song that they keep giving me is, I feel like it's Queen or Freddie Mercury, but it's, and I may be wrong on that, I'm not really sure. But the song, these are the days of our lives. Okay, it goes really muffled, so I feel like, I know the song is super famous, but have I ever listened to the lyrics truly when I've heard it and sort of taken it on board? No. So these are the days of our lives. Could you play that again, please? I couldn't quite catch it. Thank you. So it goes a little bit muffled, and it says, I look and I find I still love you. I think that's what it says. So I'm going to have to look that up. Or maybe that's a song that you just heard on the radio before you listen to this reading, or perhaps that's a song on your playlist that just played, or you hear it on the radio after listening to this reading, or perhaps it's a song that was you and a person's song. So please take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure how it resonates for your reading. I mean, the Lover's card is your first card, so I guess maybe this is about someone from your past returning, or maybe it's about you after a period of going through some problems in a marriage or a love relationship, that you find actually there's still qualities you still love about a person, that you still want to be with this person, and you both just got to build healthy boundaries and end a cycle of doubt, and start recognizing that you both bring a lot of beauty and love to the table. So we'll go and see what comes up here for you. Now, what is the heart of the matter? How is my beautiful Cancerians feeling? We got the Nine of Wands. Just to let you know, I'm using the upright in this deck only, apart from the challenge position, so you're aware. Nine of Wands here, Wounded Warrior. As I said, I saw those tears right at the beginning, but I feel like you're overcoming that. So Nine of Wands says you've worked really hard on something, and you've been persisting, and you may be knocked down and have had a bit of a battle on your hands to get where you want to go, but you're blossoming. You will achieve that moment of getting to the goal or the object of your desire, even though you've been hurt getting there, blood, sweat, and tears. If it's a relationship, I feel like you may have been through the ringer, and that Wounded Warrior energy says you're persisting on something even though it's been painful, because you haven't come this far just to get this far. So I feel like whatever it is, you feel it may be worth it. Okay, let me see what the challenge is. The Sun card, as I said, There's your challenge. So they're giving the same energy in the reading. Both of them are challenge positions. It's about whatever is in delay for you or whatever you feel is your happiness. You're going to have a huge awakening in October and a lot of success. You know, the challenge card is the one that we overcome, and we find it at the end of the month. So they're indicating there will be happiness, there will be sun, there will be an awakening, there will be a positive energy here. But I mean, there could have been ego that there was a challenge with. Here, if you were, you know, if you were breaking down egos with you and another person, you know, ego doesn't have to be, there's many different types of ego. And obviously I don't have more time to go into each one, but you know, we can have the negative kind, which is like, you know, I think I'm better than everybody. There's also the ego as in identity of self, but there's also a protective ego that says, I don't want you to hurt me, so therefore I'm going to probably hurt you first. Or, you know, especially when people like twin flames or things like that, they meet, they trigger each other because they've been wounded by other things in the past, or they've got some sort of trauma bond, and you know, they it's like it takes a lot to break down someone's walls. Walls are built in ego, okay, in a protective ego. So there's many different sort of barriers there. So you may have been, you know, waiting to break down an ego on something, or you may have been dealing with people who had ego, or because, I mean, you're in this state at the moment. You feel like you're healing from something, but you're persisting on something that has been painful for you, or has been quite a struggle for you. So whether that's a career that you've been struggling to forge, and it's been like you keep getting knocked down, but you're getting back up again, or whether it's a relationship that you found has been quite difficult to navigate for whatever reason, they are indicating that, you know, you will have a success in this. The challenge will be overcome, and there will be happiness, there will be love, there will be peace, there will be unity, and there will be success if this is career for you, especially since your 10th house of career and ambition is starred as much as your home life. So I feel like if you've been wondering where do you fit in, or if you've been feeling numb or things like that, I feel like that happiness, you're going to really feel grateful and smiling in October for something. What is below you? Ace of Wands. Now this is new passion, okay? So Ace of Wands are, you know, typically an energy of aligning yourself with success. Deep down, there's a fire in your belly, okay? So you're reconnecting to yourself, and you're finding your motivation, your drive. As you can see, that sprout comes right from a book. Now the book represents knowledge, of course, so you've been taught a lesson. We all get taught lessons, unfortunately, but that's how we grow. So either you've been taught a lesson in a relationship, or you have been taught one in a career, or, you know, because I feel like what they're giving me is actually, it's a long story. It's almost like if I sat down for coffee with you, Cancer, and I said, so tell me all about it. And you'd be like, oh, Baba, it's a long story. I don't even know where to start. That's the energy that I'm getting from this. But I feel like all of a sudden there's a spark. So either you're feeling motivated in your career once more, and you're imagining a lifestyle that's daring, and, you know, that you're being bold and going after it. You're inspired to take action on something, or a new project has really caught your attention, and you're feeling creative, and you've got that urge and desire, that fire in your belly to achieve something. Or whether it is, you know, you're looking for love, and, you know, someone is, you know, you're trying to manifest new passion here, and you're allowing yourself to dream big, to sort of magnetize someone who, you know, makes your world shine. But what you've learned is your world shines because of you, and then you are the beacon of light that people are attracted to. So I feel like you're recognizing that. Now the Ace of Wands, aces are typically given by the universe. They're gifts by the universe. So either, I mean, this is what's below you. Okay, so this is what's in your gut instinct, your manifestation skills. You know, you are either calling in a new project or a new job that's really passionate, makes you want to jump out of bed in the morning, or you're being enthusiastic about getting out there to find new love. Or if you're in a relationship that's been going through some difficulties, you're finding that spark to keep things alive and not take each other for granted. Okay, so I feel deep down, you know, there is a beautiful energy of being inspired again, and a passion is brewing. Now, what is in your past? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What are you leaving behind as you move into October? What are my beautiful Cancerians leaving behind? King of Cups. Okay, so King of Cups energy. Now, King of Cups is an interesting one. This is Scorpio energy right here. We also have some Gemini, Leo. We've got Libra, Taurus, and we've also got Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio here as well. So we've got a lot of fire going on, though. You're very passionate about something. The King of Cups in the past position can mean that you're either leaving someone who is emotionally closed off because it's in the past position, so it's a challenge position. You may feel like you're leaving a Scorpio or someone with Scorpio placements behind, but something made you feel emotionally in turmoil, or you may have felt like it was impossible, but you made the impossible possible. As you can see, there's a small arch there, a big old ship. You know, you could have launched a small ship there, but you dove on all in for something. So either you put your heart on the line for something, Cancer, or you put your heart, your soul, and everything into a situation, and you may have felt like it was rocky seas or a little bit nervous. So there was a lot of feeling. So, the King of Cups is someone who is very diplomatic, someone who's very fair, a peacekeeper. You may have felt like you've always had to be the peacekeeper in situations, or sit on the fence and be non-judgmental because, you don't want to rock the boat, or because, you just want a quiet, peaceful life. So I'm just going to pull a card on that and see what about the King of Cups is it that you're leaving in the past. Oh, they want me to go to this one. Now, just as I picked this up, they gave me the name Elaine. So if your name is Elaine, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. It may be a person that you're dealing with, or it could be a friend who introduced you, to somebody. We got the Knight of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. How much received? Thank you so much. Oh no, they want one more. Or it could be someone who introduced you to somebody, a lover, or will introduce you to new love if you're looking for new love. So please take it as it resonates. It may just mean that person their attention has wavered briefly, so they want them to draw back into the reading because there's a message in the reading for them. Okay. Now the King of Cups, clarified by the Knight of Swords and the Four of Cups. Now, Cancer, I'm just getting this energy of someone telling you that you're too emotional. Don't ever listen to that, okay? Don't ever listen to that. Being emotional is your superpower, okay? So if someone has told you that you're too emotional, or you're too insensitive, you're too sensitive rather, or you're too insecure, or too anything, okay? Too intense, none of those things are true. You actually are exactly as you are meant to be, always, okay? So remember that. That Empress says you're exactly the way you are meant to be. But we got the Knight of Swords here. So you're taking action. You've decided to make some real lifestyle changes here. Maybe open up your heart more. Maybe because we've got the Four of Cups here, if you felt pretty fed up or stuck in your situation, so you've had to make some decisions, whether you're leaving a person in the past or you felt really disconnected. And the Four of Cups tends to be someone who's disconnected from their emotions, feeling a little bit numb, feeling apathy. That word they gave me at the beginning, numb. So as you can see, nothing is emotionally fulfilling for a while. It can be a protective measure, it can be a boredom measure, it can be that you're just not inspired, but you're leaving that behind. You're making some major lifestyle changes yourself, and the universe is going to come on in and bring you something more emotionally fulfilling. So whether you're looking for a new love, or whether you're looking for a new opportunity in terms of career, this is you coming back to your center, and your emotions are going to be washing right over you again. Okay, so I feel like it's a very positive thing. The Seven of Cups basically says you have a lot of choice. The Lover's card is right there. Choice. They keep telling you that you've got a choice on something. It's your choice. So I feel either, because the King of Cups is someone who puts their heart, their soul, their everything into a person, a relationship, a love relationship, or a friendship, or a career. Whole heart and soul into everything. But there's been something here that you found impossible, but you're making it possible. It's almost like you're moving through any sacrifices you've had to make in order to do it. You're a person of action. You haven't buried your head in the sand on this one, and it has thrown up some choices there. But the universe, I feel like, masks are off. I feel like you're getting to see people for their true colors as well. So the King of Cups is being left behind. So if there was any emotional manipulation or any sort of someone who made you feel quite nervous or insecure as well. I feel like you're definitely leaving that behind as well. Now, what is above you? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What is above? Now, just as I'm shuffling, they're showing me someone with a, you know, a highlighter pen, sort of highlighting words. So if that's you, there's something in this message for you. It may mean that something is going to be highlighted to you in October that is of importance, but I feel like you're highlighting, it looks like you're highlighting something to yourself that is relevant in a passage of text. Maybe you're giving a what do you call those things? A speech or a presentation or something, and you're highlighting, you know, key points or something like that. If that's you, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course, so please take it as it resonates. But it may be that something is going to be highlighted to you, or someone hands you a piece of highlighted paper or something, you know, hands you a document and it's got highlights on it or something, and you're going to be reading it. But they're showing me that now, so if that resonates with you, there's something in this message for you. What is above you? Ten of Swords. Overthinking. Okay, the potential here is, you're coming out of a comfort zone in some way. Now I'm going to pull another card on that. Okay, not from this deck. They said not from this deck. I'll clarify it then. Ten of Swords says, something is ending and you're moving on from something. And in order to do that, it may make you feel like overthinking it. Should I walk away from this? Maybe, because I feel like you're persisting on something, but there's elements that you're changing of it that are no longer serving you. So it's almost like if you're persisting with a person, I feel like you're doing things differently though. If you're persisting with a job, you're still doing things differently and you're not going to be taken advantage of in the situation. So I'm just going to pull a quick card on that, because the Ten of Swords can be an overthinking card. And as you can see, there's lots of needles there. Like everybody's maybe doing your head in right now. You're feeling like a little bit, or maybe the world circumstances are just doing your head in right now. And as you can see, the sun is rising in the background. So it takes a lot to blossom. It takes a lot to see through situations and find the happy spot. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please clarify this Ten of Swords? The Chariot, you're moving on from that. So, okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides. How would you like to receive? Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, so they are clarifying. So basically, they're saying that you're leaving overthinking behind. The Chariot card says you're overcoming the obstacle. You're going to be victorious in whatever situation this is. So if, for example, your work situation has been giving you a big old headache, you're being inspired once again, coming back to your center and finding success, either in something that you do, or you're lightening up about it. You're realizing what is important and what is not important. Your health is the most important, of course, but I feel with the Chariot card and the Ten of Wands, it indicates that you're not going to be struggling anymore. You're moving away from any struggling energy. In the upright, the Ten of Wands says you're struggling on something. Something's become too much of a burden. It's too heavy. But in the reverse, in the Chariot, says, bye-bye, burden, I'm going. So you're leaving that behind, which is a really positive energy to be in. And you open yourself up straight to the Ace of Wands. Okay, so you're being inspired again. You're releasing anything that's been holding you back or upsetting you. Now, what is in the near future for my beautiful Cancerians? Four Swords. They want two more in this position, so I'll give it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? Can you please? Whoa. Okay. You want me to shuffle one more? Wow, they wanted two more shuffles. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please? Thank you so much. That's so bizarre. But anyway, Nine of Cups. Okay, so in the near future, we got a Four Swords. Now, Four Swords says rest, recoup, because if this energy has been going on for you and you've been overthinking something, your mind is going to be exhausted. So if you're moving away from that, Four Swords is the next natural state to be in, which is rest, recuperation, a solitary energy. So if you're single, you've been through the ringer when it comes to love and you're looking for love, they're indicating here that there is a chance to meet a soulmate, like out of the blue, especially since we got a Tower moment there. My readings, Tower cards tend to be followed by a Wheel of Fortune, which basically means surprise. But the Four of Swords says, get ready, because there is upheaval here, okay? And also, if you see Two of Wands as well, says whatever you're waiting for, you will get the results. Okay, and you know, it may shock you. It may make you rebuild in a very different way, rebuilding bigger and stronger. The Two of Wands says, you know, you may have to make a choice about something that you're waiting on. So take some time out, really think about it, and when you know it's time to move forward on something, you will absolutely move forward. Because I feel like there's some news coming here. Two of Wands, I feel like you're waiting for some results. I actually feel like the Tower card is the results. Okay, and I'm going to pull a card on this to see what that is. A lot of people, they get very, very scared about the Tower. And the Tower basically means surprise, but it can also mean, you know, you are holding on to something that needs to be let go of. That if you don't let go of it, it will, you know, crumble and it will be a worse situation. You just got to let things fall as they may. Let nature take its course. The Tower is basically like a paradigm shift or a sudden upheaval that takes something away that is no longer working, and it replaces it with something greater, something better. So whether it's a relationship for you, or whether it is an old set of ideas, whether it is how you feel about yourself, you're releasing any sort of feelings of doubt or low self-confidence or anything you've been struggling with in order to rebuild even stronger than before. The foundations of something is crumbling away. So, I mean, for example, intuitively, because we got the King of Cups there, King of Cups is very intuitive, uses that intuition, just like you, Cancer, very intuitive, uses that intuition to know how, because I'm saying this because they're showing me a picture of a dolphin right now, just so you're aware. Like, I can't imagine you're with a dolphin as you're listening to this reading. I mean, you could be looking at a picture of a dolphin, or sketching a dolphin, or, you know, doing a little doodle of a dolphin as you're listening to this reading. But when they give me the picture of the dolphin, basically a dolphin has that sonar that can sort of emit that frequency that can give them a picture of what is, you know, in the surrounding waters. Is there any danger there? What should I be aware of? So it's just like your intuition. You've got that sonar. Please use it, because if there's something intuitively you feel a change is afoot and now it's arriving, I feel like maybe you're just waiting for it to happen here. The Tower basically says it may feel uncomfortable in that moment, this upheaval, but it is for your highest good. Okay, so don't fight it is what they're saying. But I'm going to pull a card here. It offers positive transformation, and especially since your outcome is, you know, the challenge is the sun, and you've got the World and the Empress. There's a new cycle here that is opening up to positivity, but it may feel uncomfortable with that Ten of Swords to get there in the first place. So let us I mean, on the other side of that Tower is a Page of Wands, curiosity, passion, and Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. So, you know, the Tower must fall on something. Thank you so much. Whoa. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Two of Wands again. So they're given the same cards. Okay. So, you know, when you start to see synchronicities, and even in two different decks, Spirit gives you the exact cards you're meant to see. Two of Wands, whatever it is that you're waiting for, this is it. Okay, the crumbling, you know, a chance to really see things in clarity, getting rid of illusion and see, you know, no more denial. Also, whatever intuitively you've been waiting for is coming. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. The Emperor in the reverse. Now, this could be, as I said, this is a time period of returns. So this could be a divine counterpart if you're in a twin flame union. It could be an immature person that you are dealing with, someone that you feel like you're separated from, could return, and it shocks you that they return. And, you know, it could be that they're curious about you, or you become curious about them. The Emperor in reverse is basically, this is powerlessness. Okay, when it's in reverse, it's almost like something is inevitable and you can't stop it. Okay, is basically what it's saying. You can change how you feel about it, but you cannot avoid it, is what they're saying. So, for example, if you need to make a decision on something, which is what your card, the Lover's card, says right there, you need to make a choice on something, but you must follow your heart. But if you're sitting on the fence about something, Cancer, and you can't make a decision, whether it's about love, whether it's a career choice, the universe will come along and give you no other option but to make a choice. It will make things feel so uncomfortable that you have to come off the fence and make a decision, make a choice. Otherwise, not making a choice is also a choice, and the universe will make it for you. Okay, so basically that's what that means. It doesn't mean that your whole world is going to blow apart, it's going to be negative and you're going to be like on the floor devastated. I mean, in some circumstances, if I did a personal read and I could see your personal energy rather than everyone's energy, I mean, it may do. But the tarot card here in this means something that you expected. Justice. A solution will be found and you will be moving forward. You know, this is the period, Libran season. The Justice card is a Libran card. So justice will prevail. You will find a solution to your situation. There is nothing to worry about. You are protected. The Six of Swords says you are protected by spirit. Okay. I mean, this figure there is in the boat by itself, by themselves, and is moving from troubled waters into calmer waters. Okay. But typically in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, it does mean Six of Swords tends to mean you are protected by spirit, and they will lead you out of choppy waters and into calmer waters. Okay, they want me to show you, so I will. They keep showing me the dolphin spirit as well. So maybe a little bit more play needs to be happening in your world, you know, if you've been working really hard. But as you can see, that figure standing there, you know, represents spirit, and all those swords are protective energies, and they're moving those figures out of the choppy waters there into calmer waters. So you are protected at this time, and you will move through whatever this upheaval is, and you know, you will survive and thrive because of it. Now, if you were wanting to set up your own business, for example, you may have a choice whether you're going to business with other people or not. It may, you know, overthinking the details, you may feel, oh gosh, I don't know which way to turn. You're inspired to do it, but at the same time, could be that the contracts are a big old headache and you just feel like, I don't know which way to go. What should I do? And, you know, you may decide that you're not ready to sort of set up your own business with these people at this time. You may decide you want to go solo. So in terms of love, it could mean that you find out something shocking about somebody, and, you know, but at least you find out the truth, and therefore you can move away from that, and, you know, you had a lucky escape. So it can mean a lot of things that are actually quite positive. Now, the Page of Wands indicates, right after the Tower, indicates all of a sudden, fear is no longer an issue, because it's almost like, what's the worst that could have happened? Well, it's crumbling. So therefore, you may as well be enthusiastic and bold and just go out there and do whatever it is you want to do. Venture forth, okay? Because something here, it could even be, this Tower could be fear itself crumbling. It doesn't have to be a thing. It doesn't have to be a person. It can be, you know, an old set of beliefs that are crumbling, and all of a sudden you get confident and get bold. The Page of Wands basically means you're starting to get really excited about your world. You're moving forward. It could be like all of a sudden there's a new opportunity. Because pages, you know, pages bring news. So it could be all of a sudden there's news that comes on in that really shocks you and wants you to make a little bit more of a closer look, investigate things further. But you're coming out of a comfort zone. You're venturing forward. You're dreaming big. You're dreaming boldly. And you got purpose. So you're taking the lead on something here. Your ideas have value. So remember that, okay? So if you're acting on a new idea or you've been offered a new project, this is the beginning of something really exciting. Could also be all of a sudden there's new love or new passion. Someone who's very curious about you all of a sudden and connecting with you, and it's like a dream come true. Okay, so let me just pull a card on that Page of Wands, because I feel like you're investigating something a little bit closely, and I feel like it's actually quite exciting. So let's just have a look. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. We got a Page of Pentacles. Ha! So either this is either a new job that brings more money in there, or it is someone who has been thinking about you for a while and wanting to offer you an offering of love. They may not have much to offer, but this is someone who's patient, who's kind, who, you know, invests fully from the very beginning. This may be someone who's younger than you, but as you can see, this person is, you know, looking at the coin. Where do I invest my time, my energy, my love, my attention? And, you know, they're coming towards you, Cancer. So I feel like you're going to be curious about this person as well. I mean, you could be starting something new. Pages are often new energy. You may decide to all of a sudden, I mean, you may be activating this Tower moment where you're like, you know what, I'm going to do a big old plot twist in my life. I've got some decisions to make. I've got some choices. I'm going to do the choice. I'm going to make the choice where people do not expect me to just completely turn my own life upside down and, follow a different path in life. You may decide to, be more creative in your world, do a different job, or if you've been number crunching all your life, you're like, all of a sudden I'm giving up the city to go and live on a farm and raise cattle. You could be doing something totally different and shocking a lot of people, and there'll be financially a lot of money coming towards you. It's the start of something quite solid and sure. They keep indicating it's a dream come true. Okay, so, this is meant to be. This is fated. Nine of Cups basically says your wishes are being fulfilled. Your needs are being met. This is an achievement of desire. And this is in the near future, okay? So you're brimming with potential. Whatever it is that you're looking to achieve, October seems to be a bit of a breakthrough month for you. Yes, you may overthink things. Yes, it may feel right at the beginning of the month a little bit tense, but there's a bit of luck coming your way. Now, what is your advice to yourself in this moment? King of Cups. Ha! Stay true to your heart. Interesting. If you felt disconnected from yourself, you're reconnecting to yourself, or you're longing for that King of Cups, that Scorpio energy. Okay, if it's a person, for example. But if it's not, if it's a choice that you have, you're basically saying, I'm going to stay true to myself. I'm going to stay true to my heart. I'm not going to judge the situation. I'm going to be a peacemaker. I'm going to be a mediator. Now, there's two kings, two emperors, in this deck. And, it does say in the deck to choose the card that you wish to have in the deck. But my guides, I tend to cleanse a deck and meditate on it before I use it. And my guides ask me to leave both in there because both tell a different story. And as you can see, the King of Cups, see that shark-infested waters? That's intuition. That's telling you. That's your radar. Is there any danger there? I was feeling it with this King of Cups and it's showing up here. So it's almost like you're really connecting there to your intuition. If it feels uncertain or it feels, not the right time, this figure here is protecting the ship, not launching it at this time. So you may be in that protective energy to wait until the moment is right. And that Two of Wands says you are waiting until the moment is right. But you're leading with your heart. Okay, that is the thing that's most important. You may be taking action or making a decision that is based on your own wisdom, as well as you may be looking at the details, but your own wisdom is the most important. And I feel like you're right there as well. Now, what is the external circumstances? Knight of Pentacles. A solid offer is coming on in. So you are secure. This basically means security. As you can see, that horse represents loyalty, groundedness, dependability, and that oak, those leaves are oak leaves. So that is about, something that is, grounded and, solid there. So I feel like either if you're looking for a new job, if you lost your job, for example, and it's been really tense and tough to find a new one. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving knight, but it is a solid one. When it shows up, it sticks around, okay? If it's love, if I'm getting a love spread for myself, I want to see a Knight of Pentacles show up if it's any knight at all. Because this one says, I'm true blue and I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying by your side. I'm loyal. So the offer of something solid is available in the universe. So if there's something crumbling, it's being replaced by something really solid. And now, what is a hope and a fear? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Three of Cups. Okay, hope and a fear. Okay, they want one more. Interesting. Again, not typical. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Thank you so much. Okay, so Three of Cups. Basically, Three of Cups means you hope for celebration, you hope for a happier time, you hope that you have support of your friends or your inner circle there, and that, also they are indicating that there are three of you. I know there's three people in this picture, of course, but they're indicating there are three people. So either there are three people who mean the world to you, or there's three people wanting to set up your own business, or you, if it's love, you may fear that there's a third party situation, for example, or you may fear that there's no support where you're at this moment because you give everything you've got to give. So you may feel like not everybody is invested as you in a situation, but you are hopeful with the Seven of Wands that you're strong enough to overcome any of these obstacles, and you may I mean, I feel like it's a very positive outcome here. The Seven of Wands says you've taken a journey of life, and every lesson that you've learned is etched on your body, like this person. You know, that fight or flight mode, that inner roar, wearing your heart on your sleeve, that sort of... So they're just showing me someone receiving a message on a cell phone right now. So if that's you, the phone just lit right up. Okay, so if that's you, there's something in this message for you. Okay, I feel like it was like a text message or something, or it's a notification of a message. So if that's you, again, there's something in this message for you. Seven of Wands says you've got what it takes to overcome those obstacles and come out of the cage. You're stronger than you think. Seven of Wands is also you being at your personal best. You're not conforming. You can go the distance. You're pretty unstoppable when you put your mind to it. Some may have called you stubborn, Cancer, but I say you're unstoppable, because when you decide something, you decide it. And that's it, you know, and you forge ahead, and you are sticking to your decision. You don't compromise. I mean, of course you compromise when it's necessary. You've got the King of Cups twice, which means, you know, you're someone who will see all sides of the situation. You're pretty fair. But also, if you're having to make a decision on something, I feel like you've got this. You can go the distance on this. So if you're looking for success, for example, I mean, the fear here is weak boundaries. You feel like you don't want anyone to take advantage of you, whether that's a friendship, whether that's a love relationship, or whether that's a career. I know that's an obvious thing to say, but those two cards says you don't want people to take advantage of the love that you have to offer, and you got to have strong boundaries, because life has taught you about people not appreciating you, and also about taking advantage, okay, especially because you're so open and warm and loving. So let us see what an outcome here is for you. Thank you so much, Spirit guys. Whoa. Okay, we got a Devil card, so, we got to look at that. We've also got an Eight of Cups. I mean, we got the Lovers card again, and we got the Four of Wands. So they are telling me the same thing, that if you're looking for love, for example, there's definitely news coming on in here. Lovers does mean you got a choice, but there is soulmate energy here. And Four of Wands does mean, that you have the potential to make a higher level of commitment with this person, celebration, settling down, getting married, that sort of thing. If this is career, there will be news coming on in for a partnership. Maybe for you and someone to go into partnership and, celebrate like you unifying together. I feel like it's very positive if you're setting up a business with somebody, or you're finding, it's almost like they're saying, where do you fit in? I'm going to go to each card in a moment, but I want to address this Devil card, because the Devil card says, where are you stuck? Okay, it doesn't mean that there's like a negative devil kind of energy about you or coming towards you, Cancer. What it basically means is, can you identify what is keeping you stuck from achieving your full potential? Okay, it's about identifying it and then doing something about it. Okay, freeing yourself up from it. As you can see, that spider's web, something is tempting. So either it's temptation, or it's tempting you to stay stuck. So if this is a career opportunity, for example, you may be going, okay, I've got an option of 2 jobs. One job pays so much money, I would be set for life, but they're going to take all of my time, and they're going to make me work from like 6 in the morning to 12 at night. I'm never going to see my family, or I'm going to have little time for myself to enjoy myself. But hey, there's this other job opportunity over here, pays less money, but at least I'll be able to have a work-life balance, and it's more healthy for me. You may be tempted to take the larger offer because it means you're secure for your family and for your inner circle, but at what cost? So it's basically asking you, your choices are built on sacrifice, and so is the sacrifice worth it? They may be asking you, because is there a potential for you to remain stuck in this? Like if you're having a partnership with a friendship, make sure you got a contract, for example, because friends, when it comes to friends, you're all setting out with really good intentions. We're going to make this business work, both of us together, we get on so well, and then the business starts like doing really well, and then people start to change, and all of a sudden you're like, okay, I wish I had a contract, because now they're acting in a really odd way that's not typical, and you start falling out and all of those things. So it's about, is it worth it? Are you protected? Make sure you are. So I'm just going to quickly pull. Okay, no, they're drawing me to this deck, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What is the Devil for my beautiful Cancerians? The High Priestess. Your intuition knows. High Priestess, you need to connect to your intuition. It is the most important thing for you, okay? If you feel like something is off, Cancer, it is off, okay? If you mistrust something, you mistrust something for a reason. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. We've got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. We got the Three of Pentacles. So either this is someone who is financially dependent. I mean, another three. You keep getting threes. So either you feel the Three of Pentacles or the Three of Cups in the reverse. Either you feel like you've got no support where you are, or, you know, there's a lot of office politics where you're at. This basically says be more discerning about your friendships. You know, there's people who admire you, who are talking about you, but some people, you know, they may not, they may not, how can I put that? They may not support you in your successes. Because the Queen of Pentacles says envy in the reverse. It says, it can also mean greed. So just be mindful. When you start being successful in Cancer, you've got a lot of successful cards here. There's, a wish fulfillment card right here. And Kings of Emotion, Kings of Cup there, Kings of Emotion. Plus you've got the Four Wands, which is celebration. There is something to be celebrated here. And, some people really admire you for whatever it is you're achieving. But there's one person, perhaps, maybe a couple of people that you feel intuitively just don't support you in the same way. There's a little bit envy. So just be mindful of that, especially in October. It may come to the surface. They are actually giving me more of a strong sense of envy here, okay? For example, and I don't really want to say this because I don't like putting cats amongst the pigeons, but they're giving it to me, so I have to give it to me. So for example, if you and a person are in a love relationship and, you're both very happy, there seems to be somebody who is jealous of your happiness with that relationship. So either it is someone who has feelings for the person that you have, or they have feelings for you, Cancer, or they just feel like they've lost you and your time. So they're a little bit envious of the fact that the relationship is taking you away from them. There's some sort of dynamic there that's going to raise its head in October, or it's something that you're dealing with at this moment. Anyway, we've got the Eight of Wands. So there's definitely news coming on in that helps you elevate. So whether it is you are waiting on some news, it's definitely coming on in towards the end of October, I would say. It's really good news. The Eight of Wands is speedy changes as news arrives. There's going to be some action that's taken. You're ready for it. You're ready for this. You knew it was coming, okay? It may shock you that it is actually happening, but it's happening. And umbrellas represent protection, so, protection from all weathers, and there's a lot of them there. So Spirit is really protecting you as you rise. And they're showing me a block of tourmaline now, black tourmaline. They've been doing that a couple of times in the last week or so. At the end of the month, we of course have Halloween. The veil of worlds is thinner, so we tend to have our ancestors reaching out, and they're giving me to sort of pass on a message to hold some tourmaline or keep it close by. I'm not here to sell anything, so get it at your local store or something. Black tourmaline is to sort of absorb negative energies, okay? So, and keep you protected, of course. We also have the Lovers card again. So if you're looking for love, expect to be speaking to somebody new. I feel like you'll be coming out of your comfort zone. Don't delay it. If you're not on social media, or you're not on a dating app or something like that, maybe you're putting yourself in a setting where you go to learn something. You get curious about something that really inspires you with that Page of Wands. You're going out further afield and you're acting on a hunch. You should go out there and you all of a sudden meet love at that new group or something like that. Or if you're looking for a new job, this is about you partnering up with the right people that you really fit in with, that you feel like they are your people. There's a lot of balance, harmony, and things blossoming, things starting to work out for you, unification. And the Four of Wands is celebration. Okay, so big old celebration here. Things are going your way. This is a homecoming, especially since your fourth house of home life is starred here. So I feel like you're going to find where you fit in. So if you've been searching, where do you fit in? Because that's what the fourth house does. It asks you, where do you belong? You find at the end of the month exactly where who and why you belong there. Okay, so I feel like there's a big old celebration. I mean, I'm going to pull a card on the Four of Wands because it can be a reuniting card. So either you're returning, reuniting with somebody that you feel like you were separated from, something that's caused you anxiety and you're healing it. You may have been waiting for the right moment, but you're both dropping your walls and sort of opening up to each other finally after many years. I mean, this is, a very positive sort of card. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. But if you're not wanting to reconnect with someone, of course, then there's new love that will lead to a higher level of commitment. This is about devotion and commitment. Four of Cups. So and we got another Four of Cups here. It keeps it's popped out now twice for you. So just when you're feeling bored or apathy or that there's nothing happening, you're feeling really emotionally unfulfilled, there is an opportunity that just comes from nowhere that will be more fulfilling than ever before. Whether that's career, whether that is, love, the universe will provide. Okay, so the Four of Cups often means, a new outlook or a new direction. So keep your eyes wide open for that, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope some of that resonates for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Also, I will be running a free competition for one lucky subscriber to win a free personal reading. All you have to do is champion yourself, and I will be choosing the winner later today. So you do have some hours left before I choose that person, or my guides choose that person. I'll be drawn to the person. So just so you are aware, all you have to do is put 3 words in the comments box below. I will succeed. And you absolutely will, Cancer. Whatever it is that you want to succeed in, success looks very differently to everybody. Some people want to be successful at business. Some people want to be successful at love. Some people want to have a successful diet or health. So it depends on whatever it is it's your focus at this moment in time. You will be successful, and I will choose that winner later today. Your final cards are number 16. That's the Tower card, okay? So it says disturbance, storm, disintegrate. So something that has been bothering you is coming to a conclusion. Maybe a large conclusion, but a conclusion all the same. It's interesting because you got number 16 and then you go straight to number 1, which is the Magician card. Okay, so it goes straight to rebuilding, recreating your world, thoughts becoming things. Okay, see all those lightning bolts. I mean, that really connects to, if you've got a big old migraine on something, that really sort of connects to that card. So disturbance, storm, disintegrate. I feel like you are the storm. Okay, I feel like you are making the things happen. I feel like you're making the bold choices. You're not adhering to people's expectations. They're going to be surprised. And we've got Labradorite, magic, spirit. So that's the Magician card, of course. Thoughts become things. Whatever it is you're thinking about, Cancer, think of it in its most positive form, because that's when you get your happiness. Your outcome is the Empress card and is the World card, but also the Challenge, the Sun. So something comes to a very positive conclusion, but you have to go through the storm in order to get there in the first place. Labradorite, beautiful beautiful stone there. I have one myself. I love this stone so much. It's just such a beauty. Spirit is with you at this time. I mean, perhaps that's a sign for you to buy some Labradorite as well. It's got protective qualities there too. And we've got Black Jaguar. Look at that gorgeous creature right there. So mystical, so deep, so mysterious. And it says, old soul, walk through life with confidence and grace. You have the power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. I mean, I'm getting true chills right now, okay? So, Spirit walk with you in October especially. I mean, they always walk with you, but I feel like you've got a long line of ancestors walking right with you in October, and I feel like they all want you to win. You can do this. Whatever this is for you, you will succeed, you will be powerful, and you are an old soul, so you know that, okay? They just said you're magnetic. You're magnetic, and they are right, okay? So I'll leave it there. I'll just get your trinket. Thank you so much, guys, and angels. Okay. Well, we've got 2 little swans here, both of them putting their heads together, and it's forming a heart. So again, that's about unity. It's about love. If you want to find a soulmate, then this is you finding a soulmate, someone, start of something. Or if you're wanting to reconnect with someone, I mean, it's going to be hard work to sort of rebuild, of course, but it's worth it if that's what you feel like you want. Only you know that, Cancer. You all have free will there. But if you think about a swan, they're very graceful. And it does say graceful right there, is it? yeah, with confidence and grace. They're very graceful, but their little feet, sorry, where would you like this? They want on the Lover's card, of course. Their little feet go a mile a minute. So you don't see all the hard work that is under the surface, okay? But you see what is on the surface, you see the effortless glide, okay? Same with career. If people look at you, Cancer, and go, wow, they're being really successful, they don't see all the hard work, attention, blood, sweat, and tears that you put into getting to where you are. They just see the reward and they think, huh, I like some of that. And, you know, it's very typical. But, you know, so if you want to rebuild a relationship with someone, of course, it's going to be hard work. I'm not going to lie to you, but you can do it, okay? Also, we've got the key. It connects to the death key there, which means endings bring a new beginning. You're unlocking a new phase here. You're releasing anything negative that's holding you back, any old habits, you're breaking free from them, and there is a wonderful new transition here that opens you up to being reborn, or you know, it's like that phoenix rising from the ashes. After adversity, after a sadness, there is the light and you are shining. Okay, they want this on the World card, so definitely a new cycle opening up for you. Very positive. I'll leave it there. I hope something resonated. As I said, thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians. Love and light.